ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ओम नमो भगवते श्री रमणाय। So we saw yesterday how many ashrams are there and who is fit for which ashram, and Grihastha ashrama is that on which other three ashramas, so they have to serve other three ashramas, and involving in the Grihastha dharma is not or will not obstruct the nature of self. And for inquiry, everybody is eligible. But there are restrictions with respect to Veda Abhyasa and certain rituals. There are obstructions, there are restrictions are there. Okay. So afterwards we saw what is that Grihastha ashrama, Brahmacharya ashrama, and Grihastha ashrama dharma, what is to be done. Now, atha वानप्रस्थ आश्रमम आहा। now वानप्रस्थ में क्या करना है? तपस्सत्वाश्रमः प्रोक्तः तृतीयः पंडितोत्तमैः अभार्यो वा सभार्यो वा तृतीयाश्रम भाग भवेत। In the third stage, third ashram, that is after brahmacharya. So, who can shine in Grihastha ashrama? One who got trained in brahmacharya ashrama. They know how to handle Grihastha ashrama jivan. Otherwise, ulta palta. Right? That's one point. And now, who is after Grihastha ashrama? It is said actually when to inquire, when to enter into Vanaprastha ashrama. The day you see the face of your grandson, that is the time for you to retire. That's what they say. Hota kya? The moment you see grandchild, more attachment comes. And then more responsibilities you take upon your head. उसमें उलझना, उसमें फंस जाता है. So you can't withdraw. So, but once you withdraw, enough now. In olden days, kings also have handed over their kingdom to their children, sons, or their son, and they used to go to Vanaprastha. Prasthana means gati, going. Vanam gacchati, vanam prati gacchati. So walk towards forest. Meaning what? Life of solitude. Life of no involvement in regular family affairs. No involvement. Now mobile aane ke baad, even though they forget you, you remember them and call them and find them, khana khaya kya, क्या बनाया? पोता का चेहरा दिखाओ, वीडियो कॉल करो, attachments. So they grow. If you don't withdraw, if you don't put a stop, and Rishi said you don't have to die as a grahastha. They say die as a sannyasi, as a monk. So sannyasa ashram mein kya hai? The question was asked, no? If it is sannyasa is not kashaya dharanam, wearing ochre colored clothes, or mundanam, then why special ashram for that? What is the benefit of it? It was said by Bhagavan, you don't have any obstacles. You can freely focus on your studies and swadhyaya. Swadhyaya and dhyanam, pravachanam, you can really focus on that. That's why sannyasa ashram mein free time they get. Niragnihi. Akriya niragnihi. Meaning, they don't, Agni is a symbol for rituals. Agni is a technical word. Meaning, no more involvement of regular rituals of home and Agnihotra, all that is given up. So, sannyasa ashram. So, they get free time. More free time, and more they can focus on studies and reflection, for which sannyasa ashrama is important. Now, before that, vanaprastha, first, then afterwards, Bhagavan explained what is the brahmacharya ashrama, what is to be done, grahastha ashrama, what it is. Now, vanaprastha says, spashtam tapascharanaya tritiya ashrama proktaha. What is the punchline? Tapascharanaya. Meaning, to perform penance, to tapasya. Tapasya ke liye hi tritiya ashram vanaprastha diya gaya hai. Tapah karo. Penance. Then he says, how do you go to jungle? He says, bharyaya sahita rahitova. That depends upon your spouse, wife. If she wants to accompany you, most welcome. If she says, no, I cannot come, go alone. That's the meaning. I am going for tapasya. So in modern way, what is to be done? Find out a place where husband, wife alone stays doing sadhana. No more external contact with the worldly affairs and family matters. No, but that luxury is not there, we can't afford a house. Then in your own house, in your own room, call it as a vanaprastha. That's my cave, that's my vanam. You can go, you can decorate the room with pictures of trees and jungles and mountains and then beautiful things, and stay there. Don't come out and involve. Only breakfast, lunch, dinner, you come out, eat whatever is to be eaten, then go back to room and practice solitude. That's the only way to live if you cannot afford to go anywhere out. So, tapascharanaya, either with a bharya or without wife. You go, both of you go. And tapasi tishtati vanaprastha sampurnam paripakam sadhayutum. What is the goal? Paripakam, maturity. To get full maturity, full understanding, full wisdom, full stability, full balance of mind. That's the practice there. Mind goes out because of purva vasanas. Reduce them. Remember all the study that you have done in brahmacharya ashrama. And this is a time for you to practice exclusively. Meaning with you, with wife or without wife. But that's the focus. No more involvement. I know 2 families where one gentleman went to Vrindavan and staying there only. कभी 4-5 महीने में एक बार घर आता है, देखता है, चला जाता है. Nothing, no more. He said his wife, you want to come, come. Oh, she said, I can't come. I can't leave children. Okay, be with them. Now they are doing their job, whatever their condition is. I don't want to involve. So abhi Brundavan mein baitha hai. Another family I know, her father, he became a monk in Rishikesh. Long back he left. His mother is there, his wife is there, her mother is there in the city. He said, want to come with me? No, I don't want to come. But I am going to take sannyas and go and spend time. You spend time. So very rarely, once in 6 months, maybe 1 year, once in a year, he might come for a few days. No involvement much. He goes back again, spending time in satsang and tapasya in Rishikesh. Earlier I know one couple. Their job was read Tapon Prasad magazine of Chinmaya Mission International magazine, attend camps, come back and stay, serve society, whatever you can, by taking classes, etc. Again go back. And there are many women I know, they are doing their swadhyaya and pravachanam also. They are very busy, engaged in learning scriptures. 5 days back only I got somebody sent a message to me that these are the texts covered by this lady who's a Gruhini, housewife. She taught so many books, Shankaracharya, about 20-30 books already taught. So suggest which text to be taken. What text now left? I said, you Google it out, you will get the entire list. No, you suggest. One that gentleman wrote. I'll give. So I saw the list, which his book is missing. She completed so many books. Ekashloki, Vivek Chudamani, Upadesha Sahasri. About 25-30 books she already taught. For her Mananam and Pravachanam, she asked. So she means not directly, through somebody. So I suggested some other book. Okay, this is left, this is not in the list. She can take this book. So something or the other. So that's how tapaha tishtati. For what? Paripakvaya. Paripakam sadhayitum. To achieve that full maturity with vairagya, compassion, kindness, free from ragadvesha. All this is practiced in Vanaprastha ashram. That's how the tapasya continues there. Afterwards, atha sannyasaha. What is sannyasam ashram? Tapasa dagdha papasya pakvachittasya yoginah chaturtham ashramah kale swayameva bhavishyati tapasa dagdha papasya pakvachittasya yoginah chaturtham ashramah kale swayameva. Now tapasa purvashrama charitena, meaning because of the conduct, because of the practice, because of tapasya which was done in purvashrama, meaning in Vanaprastha ashram. What happens? Dagdha papasya. All the guilt is completely removed. किए होंगे कुछ ना कुछ पाप कर्म and all. Bad days, no raga dvesha, no past. Dagdha papasya. All sins are destroyed. Meaning, nishkalmasya, nishkalmashasya, asangasya iti yavat. Meaning what? Nishkalmasya. Nishkalmasya, no mala. Anthakarna became pure. Pure. Asangasya. Because there is no mala, though no sangha, completely detached. Asangasya. No attachment to anything. No emotional bondage with anything. With a house, with children, with property, all that. No. So, yavat pakvachittasya paripurna chitta paripakasya yoginaha, of the seeker, yogi, who practiced this and who became completely matured, complete antakarana becomes very, very fructified, purified, crystal clear antakarana, pure heart. Pakva chittasya. So, paripurna chitta paripakasya yoginaha kale, because of the vanaprastha ashram practice, siddhi kale chaturtham ashramaha sannyasakyaha swayameva bhavishyati. Automatically, sannyasa ashrama comes to you. Not naturally withdrawn. There is no a struggle to withdraw. It is quite natural. There is no complaint. No complaint. Just go common men, like in Kumbh Mela. How people are going, that at least that moment they're all sannyasis only. They don't mind where they sleep, where they get food, who is with them. Crores of people, every day 1 crore. Go and they mind their business. Go to river, they put namaskar, they take bath and come out. Full stop. झोली पकड़ के चल रहे अंदर 5 किलोमीटर 7 किलोमीटर 10 किलोमीटर चल के जा रहे हैं. Then attached bathroom, pre-booking, this and that, absolutely nothing. They don't know anything. एक जोली पकड़ा, एक दो तीन कपड़ा, बस चलो. कहाँ, किसके पास खाना भी नहीं है कुछ लोगों को खाने के लिए, तो कोई भंडारा लगा हुआ होता है, भंडार में खा लेते हैं. कहाँ सो जाते हैं, कहीं भी सो जाते हैं, रोड पे, कहीं टेंट के आंगन में, कुछ ना कुछ, बस गंगा मैया का दर्शन करो, नहाओ, जाओ. But for so many of us, we need pre-booking tent, attached bathroom. First, second question, tent मिलता है क्या मिलता है? Independent double room और single room tent के बारे में. And third question, attached bathroom है कि नहीं? Fourth, गर्म पानी मिलता है कि नहीं? Fifth, गाड़ी वहां तक जाएगी कि नहीं? Think. So many suvidha. So our mind goes more towards suvidha than that. See, aam admi, simple people, they are drawn towards which we cannot do it. We need so many arrangements. Somebody should receive us at station or railway airport. So otherwise, how people are doing? They are doing so many public toilets are there. They use it. Public bathrooms are there. They take bath. उनको कोई पता नहीं, पैसा आता है, पैसा जरूर नहीं है. बोलते हैं खाना भंडारा मिल रहा है, और क्या चाहिए? कहीं भी सो सकते हैं, नहा लो. Think. So their tapasya is more greater. We only have ego that we are special boat, special boatmen, recommendations. बैठ जाते हैं, जो नाव मिला बैठ जाएंगे, भीड़ भाड़ में चले जाते हैं, डुबकी लगा देते हैं, आ जाते हैं बहुत खुश होकर. They don't know anybody. Simple common man. The slow, your heart is tuned. That moment they are all sannyasis only because they don't have attachment to anything. Sink. Similarly, here, forever. Once you achieve this paripakva state, Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi says, Kale, in time, swayameva bhavishyati. Sannyasa happens automatically in time. You don't have to plan to withdraw. From January 26th onwards, I will take sannyas. रिटायरमेंट होने के बाद मैं संन्यास लूंगा, प्लान कर रहा हूँ कब संन्यास लेना है, ऐसा नहीं होता है. When you are pure, it just happens. Automatically you withdraw. Very easy to withdraw. Because they were practiced in Vanaprastha ashrama, lot of tapasya, Grahastharam ashrama, they lived without any extra creating attachments and all that. In Brahmacharya, they were trained and exposed to scriptures. All that knowledge is there, and it is easy for them to enter into sannyasa ashrama. That's how Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi says. So, Chaturtham ashrama, Chaturtha ashrama, Kale Swayameva Bhavishyate. अपने आप हो जाता है. So, sannyasa happens on its own. Think. So, this is the thing. So, Yesha Pragukta Evabdhe tu Ashtame Dvadashe Punaha Upadesho Bhagavataha Saptama Ashtamayoho Abhut. That means Yesha Pragukta Eva Abdhe, meaning in 1917, as earlier said, 1917 की बात चल रही थी. तो 1917 8th month, that is August मासे, अष्टमे मासी, द्वादशे दिवसे, on 12th August 1917, on the same day, Bhagavan Maharshe, Bhagavato Maharshe, Saptamasya Ashtamasya cha Adhyayasya Upadesha Abhut. Both 7th chapter and 8 chapters of this Upadesha were given on same day. Which day? 12th August 1917. Both 7th chapter and 8th chapter, they were taught by Bhagavan. Not in the sloka format. Sloka format was put in by Kavya Ganda Ganapati Muni. And that sloka ke upar bhashya kisne likha? Kapala Shastri, which was seen by Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi and approved it. Very well written, my blessings. That's how we got the book. As I told you, 1942 or 44, he wrote this book, 46 or something. This commentary was written. 1917, slokas came out, 17 or 18. So many years. So about nearly 30 years ke baad, the commentary came out, which Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi also saw it and blessed. That's how we got this book. Now we enter into another chapter, Navamodhyayaha. Navame asmin adhyaye granthi bhedo nirupyate. Now, you must have heard Hridaya Granthi, knots of the heart. What is the knot, first of all? Granthi, what is a knot? What is how to break it? That is the topic. Okay? Now, Cheturdasheshtame Ratro Maharshim Prushtvanaham Granthi Bhedam Samuddishya Vidusham Yatra Samshayaha Cheturdasheshtame Ratro Maharshim Prushtvanaham Granthi Bhedam Samuddashya Vidusham Yatra Samshayaha. Ashtame, August Masi, Chaturdashe Divase, meaning 14th August. Ratro, in the night. Granthi Bhedam Samuddashya. Now, about the knot of the Granthi, the knots. Knot ko lekar ke Samuddashya. What is that? Hridaya Granthi Vibhedam Adhikritya. Hridaya Granthi, knots of the heart. Knot of the heart. Isko lekar ke, regarding that subject of knot of the heart, Maharshim Aham Prushtavan. Who asked? I asked. Who? Kapala Shastri. Kapala Shastri himself asked Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi this question on 14th August of same year, 1917. He asked a question. Aham prashtavan Granthakrit prashta iti jneyam. Please understand, Granthakrit, the author of this Grantham, the commentary which he wrote, same author asked this, meaning I asked this question to Ramana Maharshi. What is Hridaya Granthi? Means what? How to break it? So yatra vishaye vidusham samshayo bhavati. Regarding this matter of Hridaya Granthi, not of the heart, there are so many doubts. Doubts even among the learned men. Vidusham. Even among the learned men, there are many doubts regarding the knot of the heart. So, about which I asked Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi on 14th August night. I asked this question. What is that? Kim Rupo Grantihi. What is the nature of this knot? Plus, Kim Lakshanam. What are the characteristics of the knot? Tad Bhedanam Kim Prayojanam Chaiti. What is the prayojanam of Bhedanam? That then they go to cutting the knot of the heart. Cutting the knots of the heart. What is the purpose of this snapping away the knots of the heart? Chaiti prashnasya prativachanam abhyarthitam. So I asked Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, what is the nature of the knot? What is a knot, first of all? What is the swarupa, nature of the knot? What are the characteristics of the knot, function, how it binds, etc. And tad bhedanam kim prayojanam. If you break the knot of the heart, what is the use of it? What is the prayojanam? What is the purpose? What is the purpose of breaking the knot? Tamakarnyama prashnam Ramano Bhagavan Rishihi. So dhyatva divyena bhavena kinchidaha mahamanaha. So this question was asked by Kavyakanta Ganapata Muni himself, the author of the book. Commentator is Kapala Shastri. Who wrote the author of the book? Kavyakanta Ganapata Muni Shastri. He only asked this question. He himself is a yogi, Mahapandita. He wrote Uma Sahasram, 1000 slokas. Beautiful story also is there. Anyway, so he only asked this question. He is considered to be the avatar of Ganapati, and Ramana Maharshi is considered to be the avatar of Shanmukha, Kartikeya, Subramanya, avatar, Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi. And Ganapati Muni is considered as the avatar of Ganapati only, Mahayogi. So he asked this question. So, Bhagavan Ramano Maharshihi Granthi Beda Vishayakam Mama Prashnam Akaranya. Ramana Maharshi, having heard my question regarding the knots of the heart, Kinchit Dhyatva. He kept quiet for some time. He went into silence. Kinchit Dhyatva, meaning Prachuttara Anujigrukshaya, a desirous of giving the reply to Kavyakanta Ganapata Muni. Otherwise, silence can be misunderstood. You don't want to reply. No, that is not the silence here. Here, Dhyatva Kinchit just became silent for some time. And wishing to answer my question, Kinchit Kalam Dhyanam Asthaya, for some time. He just maybe closed his eyes or became silent. How to reply this question? Very powerful. Asthaya aha uktavan uttaram iti sheshaha. Uttaram. So aha means he replied. He gave reply. He told means he gave reply to this question. So what is the question? What is the nature of the knot? How it functions and characteristics of it? And what is the purpose of snapping away or breaking the bonds of the knot? Heart. These three questions. So this is a big, again 21, 22 verses are there I think in this. So let us see now, one by one. Obviously we cannot, so 22 verses are there, yes. Now this is very interesting, very beautiful chapter. I request you all to pay attention. Because we have a tendency that I heard this, I know this is a problem. Because we have a tendency to reply. Patak, patak, patak. मुंह से निकल जाता है आंसर. So we should be hold on. What Bhagavan says. Let us see now. शरीरस्थात्मनश्चापि संबंधो ग्रंथिरुच्यते संबंधे नैव शारीरम् भवति ज्ञानमात्मनः शरीरस्यात्मनश्चापि शरीरस्य आत्मनश्चापि. Now, let us see what is granthi, what is a knot. They say in Vedanta we say chit jada granthi. That's other shortcut meaning, shortcut word, chit jada granthi. Very, very, very deep subject it is, very, very deep. Now, how it happens? We never heard about this subject. We never heard. We never heard means we never studied Upanishads. So those who studied Upanishads here and there in some yoga shastras, they make it a fair idea, a faint idea at least. What is it now? Sharirasya panchabhautikasya dehasya. What is Sharira? Which is made up of panchamahabhutas. Swataha aprakashasya. By in itself it is not luminous. It is only dead matter. It is not enlivened. The prana goes away, the body is panchabhautika shariram is fit for nothing. So swataha aprakashasya. That is the body, jada vastu. Atmanaha jnatuhu. Atmana means jnatuhu, the knower. Swatha prakashasya. Atma is what? Swatha prakashasya, self-luminous. Body is jada, achetanam, aprakasham. Atma is chetanam, saprakashasya. Ubayaschorapi sambandha granthi ruchyate. Now, how can these two come together? Atman is pure consciousness, eternal, arupa. Can you combine? It's like saying the knot between space and the object. How can? How can there be a sambandha between Atma and the body? Atma is one different level of reality. Body is another reality. How can there be a knot? That will explain. So please don't conclude. So hold your mind. Thoughts. I know. I heard this. I heard. Just, that's a dirty mind, I tell you. Just hold on. So the explanation comes. स्वतः प्रकाशस्य उभयश्चोरपि संबंधः. So connection between the body and the Atman is Granthi. Now, relationship. Deha Atma Bandha Granthi Ruktaha. So, Deha Atma bondage, the knot bonding of Atman and the body is called Granthi. Acha. Tat Swarupam Kramashaha Vivarishyate. Now, the nature of that bond slowly it will be explained now in this chapter. Systematically, he will explain how this happens, the bondage between Atman and the body. What is that? Dehatma bandha rupena sambandhenaiva atmanah shariram jnanam bhavati. Now, because there is a sambandha, bondage, relationship, bondage between the Atman and the body, then alone the self gets the knowledge of the body. I know I have this body. How do you know? That means the knowledge is possible only because there is a bondage, there is a relationship, bondage between the body and the Atman. Atmanah shariram. So, Atmanah for the self, shariram jnanam bhavati. आत्मा को शरीर का ज्ञान होता है. कब? जब आत्मा और शरीर के साथ जो बंधन है, बॉन्डेज है, इसके वजह से ही आत्मा को शरीर का ज्ञान भान होता है, संबंध के कारण. अच्छा, नौ पंचमाध्याये हृदयात् ज्योतिः प्रस्थाय सहस्रारं प्रवहति, सहस्रारात् देहं प्रवहति, तदा शरीरं ज्ञानं लोकानुभूतयश्चैति उक्तम्. अत्र देहात्मबन्धरूपात् ग्रन्थेः एव शारीरं ज्ञानं तथा लोकानुभवश्चैति उक्तं भवति. सति एव देहात्मबन्धे ज्ञानज्योतिः हृदयात् सहस्रारं तस्मात् देहं च प्रवहति इति गम्यते. Now he is just author is the commentator. He is trying to recollect what we have studied in 5th chapter of Ramana Geeta. There what we studied in Panchamadhyaye, Hrudayat Jyotihi Prasthaya, the light from the heart emerges out like a focus. That light goes Sahasraram Prati, it goes to Sahasrara, the entire brain region, Sahasrara region, Pravahati. From there, Sahasrarat Deham Pravahati. From that Sahasrara, it flows, the Jnanam, the light, consciousness flows into the body, meaning toward the body, to all the cells, etc., etc. Pravahati, tada shariram jnanam lokanabhutayaschaitu uktam. Then only the light from the heart goes and illumines the Sahasrara chakra. From Sahasrara, the brain, it again pravahati into the body, the limbs and then veins and then everything. Then only I get the knowledge of the body plus also the experiences of the world are possible through the body. That we have discussed in 5th chapter. So don't ask me to repeat. So go and YouTube, listen back. At length it was explained in 5th chapter. Okay? Lokanabhutaschiti uktam. Already said. Atra dehatmabandharupat granthehe eva shariram jnanam tatah lokanubhavascha iti uktam bhavati. There we have said very clearly dehatmabandharupat granthehe. There we saw there is a bondage, granthi, not between Deha and Atma, through Harudayam, Sahasrara to entire physical body. Deha Atma Bandha Rupat Granthehe, that not alone, Shariram Eva, Granthehe Eva, Shariram Jnanam, that not ke karan hi, Sharir ka Jnan, the knowledge of the body and the worldly experiences are possible. That connection is cut, the jiva exists the body. They will not have any body experience or body contact, the worldly experiences. First, I must become aware of the body. Then through the body, worldly experiences. So from the heart, Sahasrara Chakra it goes. Satiyeva Dehatma Bandhe Jnana Jyotihi Hrudayat Sahasraram Tasmat Deham Cha Prabhati Iti Gamyate. What is to be understood, considered is Dehatma Bandhe Sati. Only when there is a knot between Deha and Atma, there is some kind of a knot. Then alone, Jnana Jyotihi Hrudayat Sahasraram. Then alone, because there is a link, there is a bandha, there is a bondage between the body and the Atman. Because of that bondage, the link alone, then alone, Jnana Jyoti Hrudayat Sahasraram Tasmat Deham Cha Prabhati Iti Gamyate. It is to be noticed. Only when there is a link, then only something can flow from heart to the head and head to the entire body. And when it goes, it enlivens the body. Then afterwards, I can get the experiences of the world. Suppose because of this, only Dehatma Bandham is there. If Deha and Atma Bandhana is snapped at the time of death, naturally, I don't get the knowledge of the body, and therefore I don't get the knowledge of the world. So, this is what explained. So, Deha Atma bondage is called Granthi. Now, how it happens? It happens in this way. Hridayat Sahasraram Gacchati Sahasrarat Deham Prati, and it illumines the whole body. Now, Katam Sambandaha Dehatmanaho Uchchata iti chet aha. Katam Sambandha. Now, how the body and Atman Sambandha is possible? How is it possible? The sambandha between Atman and the body. Aha. Now Bhagavan almost explains how this body sambandha takes place. He says, Shariram jadame tatsyat Atma chaitanya mishyate Ubhayorapi sambandha Vijnanenanumiyate Shariram jadame tatsyat Atma chaitanya mishyate Ubhayorapi sambandha Vijnanenanumiyate. Shariram etant jadam syat. First point. The body is matter, insentient. There is no doubt about this. Body is insentient. Okay, understood, sir. Achetanam, drishyam, prakashyam cha bhavati. What is the body? Achetanam. There is insentient, no sentiency in the body. Drishyam, it is seen. So, yad drishyam tan mithya. So, yad drishyam tad jadam, yad jadam tan mithya. Tan aham na bhavati. Tad atmad bhinnam bhavati. Swasmad bhinnam bhavati. So now, this is body is in itself is achetanam, drishyam, seen, and prakashyam. It is illumined. It is light was thrown on the body. Enlightened, meaning the body is enlivened. Sorry, not enlightened, enlivened. It is an object of illumination. It is illumined by my consciousness. Otherwise, it is not there. So, this is the body. Atma Chaitanyam. Atma means Chaitanyam. Drashtuhu, the seer, the self. Adrishyam. The seer, actually, the knower, the seer is Adrishyam, he cannot be seen through eyes, ears, no. He cannot be, he is not an object of perception. Acha. Swaprakasha. This is body is prakashyam. It is enlivened by some other entity. It in itself cannot glow. But Atma is swaprakasha, self-luminous. Chabhavati. Ubhayoharapi sambandha. Now, this combination between these two, the connection between these two. Vijnanena anumiyate. That is a beautiful point. Means what? Anumanena pramiyata ityartaha. By inference, I come to know the bondage between the body and the Atman. Anumana, inference. I infer the connection between the body and the Atman. I infer. Anumana. नया लग रहा है कि नया सब्जेक्ट. सो डोंट जंप गन्स. हृदय ग्रंथ नाम सुनते ही सबके मन में हाँ हमें पता है, हमें पता है, हमें पता है. I can see the jumps. Boom, 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 boom. Hold on. How do you infer? How do you know the body and Atman connection? Anumanena. Anumiyate. Anumiyate means anumana pramana. It's only inferred. इस पर व्याख्या क्या है? विज्ञान शब्द यह बुद्धि पर्यायः न स्वरूप ज्ञानवाची. Here vijnana means not atmaswarupam, it is buddhi paryaya. It is buddhi. It is means vijnana means it is buddhi, it is not the pure self. Because vijnana means it can also be meant pure self. No. So vijnanena anumiyate means vijnana means here what? Buddhi, not the atma. Oh, by Atman I come to know that the body is there because Vijnana means Atman. No, here Atman, no. Buddhi. Vijnanena means Buddhi Pariyayaha na Swarupa Jnanavachi. It is not referring to Atman here. Vijnana means Buddhi. So Buddhya, through Buddhi, the connection, the bondage between Atman and the body is inferred by buddhi, inference. Acha. Tatra anumanam asangatam sarupajnanasya aparokshatvat. How can this can be inferred connection? Because one has no form, other has a form. One is a pure light, other is insentient. Between these two such kind of terms, how can they be infer? If there is two things are there on same plane, you can infer some relationship between these two. The two objects are there, two vastus are there, then I can infer because they two belong to same plane, then I can infer some kind of a relationship. How can I infer a relation between the unseen and the seen? Sentient and insentient? Consciousness and matter, self-luminous and enlivened. How can I infer? Through buddhi. What is their connection? How it is possible? So, Swarupa Jnanasya aparokshatvat. Because Swarupa Jnana means aparokshanabhuti. It is not paroksha, it is direct, immediate experience, transcendental, immediate. I know that I exist. It is an existence experience, but it is adrushyam. The Atman cannot be observed, cannot be known as an object. Okay. So, katamuhyate dehatma sambandha. Then how can you can infer uha? Imagine deha and atma sambandha. Therefore, deho jadaha na swayam kimapi karoti. Body is insentient. On its own, it cannot do anything. Atman is adrushyam. Its plane is totally different plane. Body is a different plane. Therefore, this is a mystery, actually. Theory we will read in this book, but realization is beautiful. That's a mystery. How it is? Mystery means theory we can read. We can read, but we don't understand anything. Because understanding is only after reading Rasagulla. Not knowledge about Atman, knowledge of the Atman as I. कितना भी ग्रंथ पढ़ो बेकार है सब. बेकार फंस जाएंगे उसमें. जितना चाहिए उतना ही. दैट्स व्हाट शब्दजालम महारण्यम चित्त भ्रमण कारणम. महारण्यम शब्दजालम चित्त भ्रमण कारणम. It, wild jungle it is, the words, and mind gets lost in that. I give one test, you can know. When somebody speaks, simultaneously for mind also is chattering, understand it is impure. So somebody is speaking about aloo sabji, immediately your mind also is willing to participate and counteract and suggest, and then your opinion, your experience, it's impure mind. Somebody talks about Himalayas, as you are listening, मैं भी गई थी वहाँ पे भी ऐसा गया था ऐसा हुआ था. You are telling mind, no? That's the dirtiest mind. Observe. Somebody speaks about Gita. हाँ वो तो है कुछ भी नहीं, ये भी कहा, ऐसा भी कहा ना भगवान ने. That is dirty mind. Why mind cannot silence? It is always blabbering, chattering. Are you fed up with this? I am fed up. It just can't quite keep quiet. Bandar. It just can't keep quiet. Somebody tells something. Suppose somebody speaks about restaurant, about one dish. उसमें वहाँ पे आलू के पराठा बहुत अच्छा लगता है, वहाँ पे बहुत अच्छा बनता है. That's it. कहाँ पे? वो रेस्टोरेंट का नाम. वो तो ठीक है. I suggest you go. That also you eat puri there. Sadhana is not easy. चित्तस्य शुद्धये कर्म न तो वस्तुपलब्धये वस्तु सिद्धिर्विचारेण वस्तु विचारेण. So that is our mind. That's why we are not listening to any guru. When Gurudev speaks, we don't know. Continuously it charts. Taka, 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 taka. वो एक फेंकता है तो वन वाक्य वी पिक टू फेंकते हैं, टू थॉट. वो एक दो थॉट, हम 8 थॉट फेंकते हैं. Are you realizing what I said? No? Yes or no? Yes. This is not, you want to know the truth or get lost in all this nonsense? When can silence the mind? Constantly. वो मैंने उन महात्मा जी से मिला. अच्छा कहाँ पे? वो पे. तुमने और एक महात्मा जी के बारे में बताता हूँ. वहाँ पे वो है, वहाँ जाओ. Have you observed the mind? So the question is how this sambandha is anumiyate vijnanena. Vijnana means buddhi, not the Atman here. So deho jadaha na swayam kimapi karoti atma chaitanyam sata prakashate api tu nischalaha purnatvat. Atma is nischalaha, purna swarupam. There is no kriya there in that Atma. This is kuchre karta hai, jada, was a suddha chaitanyam, but there is no activity there in that. Nishkriyaha, pure self. इन दोनों के बीच में संबंधम, हाउ टू इन्फर थ्रू बुद्धि? अजीब सा बात है. यू सेड इन्फर. हाउ कैन आई इन्फर? These two exist in two different planes, two different degrees of reality. That's what it says. So therefore, निश्चलः पूर्णत्वात् उभयोः असति संबंधे कथम ज्ञान क्रिया व्यापारः सिद्ध्यति देहदेहिनः. Now the question is, if there is no sambandha, sambandha is not possible if you look at it, but there must be sambandha. If you study these two on the book, on the page, no, it's not possible. These two cannot be related. But if there is no sambandha, how can the body act? So there is sambandha. Ramaji, why are you confusing? Actually, there cannot be sambandha. These two different. If there is no sambandha, how can the body act? That's what he is asking. See, deho jada, ubhayo rasati sambandhe. In case if between these two asati, if there is no sambandham asati, if there is no sambandham, katam jnana kriya vyaparaha siddhyati dehe dehinah. For the embodied one, how can he engage in all activities? The body is moving, talking, working, etc., etc. So there must be some sambandha. The embodied one is working, but self is pure, body is jadam. There cannot be any sambandha. I already said, no? Atma nischalaha purnatvat, deha jadaha, prakashyam. So these two. But there must be some sambandha. It's impossible. Okay. But if there is no sambandha, there cannot be any activity also physical level. Because how can the insentient body move? Insentient is a matter only, no? Calcium, phosphorus, carbon. How can this is a element working, moving, talking? Therefore, kopi sambandha syat. There's some sambandham is there. Kopi sambandha syat. Otherwise, this is not possible. But how that sambandha? That is the technical point. If you see it actually there is no sambandha. It cannot be sambandha because one is purnam, nishkriyatma, chaitanya swarupam, saprakasham. Asangaha, this body is jada, prakashyam, irrelevant. Swataha nakaroti kimchit. Chaitanyam also nischala swarupaha, sarvavyapi, akriya atma. Kopi sambandha syat, karya karana bhavaha, bhasya bhasaka bhavova, karya karana bhava. There must be some cause, either cause and effect relationship, or bhasya bhasakaha, illuminator and illumined. Atman as illuminator, body is illumined, or Atman is some cause and effect relationship must exist. Yena dehaha, because of which body is madiya deha it abhimanaha deha aham iti buddhischa jnayate. Body is mine or I am the body. This thought is generated. This abhimana is created. There must be some sambandham. Because of which someone claims yena deha madiya it abhimanaha. Oh, this body is mine. It abhimanaha karoti. Identification. Claims this is my body, or dehoham iti buddhischa jayate, or I am the body, I am the body. This buddhi also is. How can you be the body? This is the first one. Atma is nishkriya. Body is sambandha, that is mysterious. Deha atma bhava sambandha jadaha idam punar vivranoti. This is now taken up. How this happens? Connection between the body and the Atman. दिस कनेक्शन के बारे में नेक्स्ट मंथ वी विल हैव ऑन 1st, 2nd, 3rd February. ठीक है, दैट इज कुछ दिन के बाद. जो आएंगे आएंगे, नहीं आएंगे नहीं आएंगे. मैं तो कई लोग हैं सुनने वाले, उनको सुनाते रहता हूँ. कौन है? इनविजिबल पीपल आर देयर. सिट एंड बात करो, कोई ना कोई सुनते रहेंगे. ठीक है, 1st, 2nd, 3rd February. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरि ओम. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय.